Hi there everybody, what's going on? It's JB here with another episode of the Burnley FIFA 18 career mode. I think we're into episode 103, I think. Yes we are. And we take on Swansea at the Liberty Stadium. A place that Burnley never seems to do well in real life, but a real opportunity for the Clarets to keep their title dreams going. Remember, there's an 11-point gap now, and we need to maintain at least 11 points, maybe more. If we can get up to 14 points, that would be amazing, but it's going to be difficult against the Swansea side who've been performing recently and have already beaten us in the league. It's one of only two teams to have beaten us in the league, Liverpool being the other one at Anfield. So let's get over to the Liberty Stadium and see how we fare against Swansea. Well, after 2 points being dropped the other day, Burnley going to this, even though they have the best away record, their form since winning the League Cup has been a little bit patchy. Draw against Norwich on Tuesday night. Now they've got to come here to the Liberty Stadium. Even with the best away record, they've only lost once all season away from home. That was at Anfield, and they led in that one too, but they're up against the Swansea side with Berardi in goal, Coca, Fernandez, Valachera and Bertrand across the back. Then you've got Misa holding the midfield with Britton and Fernando a bit further forward. Fred is the number 9, so it's a 4-4-2 diamond with the Ayew and Wilfried Bony up front. So practically Paul Clement is going with a 4-4-2 diamond for this game, with Fred at the tip of the diamond. Burnley straight 4-4-2 as you would expect, with Heaton in goal for them. And it's Trippier, Shawcross, me and Taylor the back four. Then the midfield quartet of Boyan, Hughes, Defoe and Scheller, the big quartet with the two main men up front, Danny Ings and Balotelli, with so many goals since the new year. They haven't stopped scoring. Should be a cracking game. Anthony Taylor, Manchester is the Whitenshaw, Manchester is the referee, and it's Burnley kicking us up and running in this game, attacking the goal to our left from Balotelli. We almost struck the first ball inside the first couple of minutes. Boyan with another little rippling run, and Balotelli struck it and just ghosted wide of the target. This is Bertrand to Fernando. Back to Bertrand again. Good 1-2 played there by Swansea. Now Wilfried Bony. Second return to the car. Wilfried Bony! Oof. Little warning sign there for the Clarets. Swansea aren't here to make up the numbers. They're in a good position in the league, 8th place. And they're going to make life very hard for the Clarets. There's no doubt about that. Wilfried Bony so close. It's a good ball played in behind the defender. Coke has brought Shirley down, but the referee's allowed it to go on. Boyan with the shot. Surely Coco's got to be booked for that, because he certainly brought down Shirley initially there. Referee played to the advantage, referee Taylor. I think Coca should be booked for that. But I don't think the referee is taking any action against the Swansea defender, which I think he ought to have done. This is Bertrand. Fernando, Bony playing it in, but away by Scheller. Now Hughes, still going Hughes. The man shows so much promise. That's a good tackle though, nothing wrong with that one from Misa. Now Fred to Britton. Coca has got Ayew breaking down that right hand flank. Charlie Taylor in there very swiftly to get it away for Burnley. And to find Danny Ings with the ball. Ings has to turn, gets his shot off, and a good save by the goalkeeper. Well, Swansea really being tested here, but are holding the Clarets very firm here. Danny Ings with a super shot. It was going right in that top corner, but the goalkeeper made a smart save. So away we go in this second half. Or Swansea have just kicked off, attacking the goal to our left. Britton is replaced by Fur, and this is Bony through the middle for Swansea. Over the top. No changes incidentally from Burnley in the start of the second half. And Wilfried Bony went on a really good counter-attack there. Canted forward and almost got the reward. Trippier finding Hughes. And that's a good run. Ings is through. Sure, this is going to be the first goal. It is. Danny Ings. Burnley have broken through 5 minutes into the second half. Danny Ings has done it. And that might settle a few nerves and amongst the Burnley players and the supporters alike. As Ings got through there. There's the shot. Too good for the keeper. And Burnley all of a sudden have got themselves the lead here at the Liberty. Swansea have huffed and puffed, but haven't struck the blow that they would have liked to have struck. And he gets his 18th goal of the season, and Burnley lead by 1-0. Fred. Wilfried Bony, awkward turn. Bonny's through. Chance here for Bony. Side heading. Well, Swansea threatening a couple of times. Joe is going to come off. And big Alfie Morton, the centre-back, will come on. See if he can inspire Swansea to get themselves back into this game. Meanwhile, it's a goal kick to Burnley as Will Hughes comes off with Jack Cork. Former Wimbledon man Allen comes on. So a goal kick to Burnley, taken by Heaton. But Fur is there, and Fred. Coker. Eye down the far side, down the right. Bonny waiting in the middle. Good tackle there. No, penalty against Taylor. Penalty. Looked a soft one. Looked a very soft decision to me. Taylor disputed the decision. Swansea have a penalty. So see it again. Well, I think Ayew makes a real meal of it, and I think he's fooled the referee there, Anthony Taylor, but it's given Bonny a chance now from 12 yards with 20 minutes to go to make it 1-1. Burnley feel incensed. Wilfried Bony far from incensed, and Swansea are right back in this game, in a very controversial way. Good penalty, no doubt about that. But should it have been given? Well, I'm sure John Stutty will have his own ideas on that. Looked a tough decision, but Swansea got the penalty, and Wilfried Bony sent Eaton the one way to claim his 6th of the season. And Swansea now believe they can win it as that decision turned. Here's Fred. As that perfect penalty decision turning now. Morton! Good save from Heaton. It looked to all intents and purposes Swansea were going to get in front then. And Alfie Morton struck that superbly well as Lucic comes on to replace Fernando, but a terrific bit of goalkeeping there from Tom Heaton, and Swansea here have the corner. Now there's danger. Corner wasn't the best, but it's been kept in there. Fur trying to get in there. Gray getting away for Burnley. Lucic now gets his first touch. Fur is there for Burnley, for Swansea rather. Fur now into the area against the post. Oh my goodness, they could have had 2 goals there in the space of a minute. Leroy Fur smashing that one past Heaton, but hitting the outside of the post. 2 minutes to go, anyone's game. Swansea have really cooked on since they got that penalty equaliser, and Alfie Morton's through again. Over the bar this time from the centre back. Went for it. I'm not sure if he got a deflection or not, but he certainly spooned it almost out the ground. It is a goal kick. Oh, and Eaton's mistake! Misa! And he's missed it. What an opportunity for Roque Misa to make it 2-1. And that would have really put Burnley up against it then. Another mistake now. The Swansea are still in there. And Ayew now could finish it off. Saved! Can Misa get there? He can, but he needs to finish it off, and then Burnley get enough numbers back and somehow survive. I think we'll take a point from that. Well, Burnley led 5 minutes into the second half for a terrific trademark Danny Ings goal. It looked to have settled a few nerves, and then a controversial penalty given against Charlie Taylor allowed Wilfried Bony to equalise from the penalty spot. And then towards the end, Leroy Fur hit the post, and then Misa with the goal at his mercy had the chance to win it right at the end for Swansea, but just couldn't finish it off. And Burnley escaped with a point. Final score here at the Liberty, 1-1. boy, did we did we escape or what? London Redskins, by the way, has gone to Sheffield United. He's gone for a fee of 180 grand. So we've got him off the books. So that's a goalkeeper that we don't want off the books. Which is good to see, really. I'm quite pleased that we've got rid of Adam Redskins, really. I never rated him as a goalkeeper, and nor would I, to be quite honest. But no, I'm sort of, I don't know. It was just a real punishing second half for us. It really was. I just felt at the time when Ings scored, I thought, you know, we might have a good win here, because we've beaten them. We've gone and scored 4 or 5 in the past against the same opposition, and certainly in the FA Cup last season. So we thought it might be an easy 3 points, but it never is a given, really, is it, in that sort of environment? But we're still a good. This time, 12 points clear, but Manchester United have a game in hand. But could have been a lot worse. We could have lost the game. It would have been our third defeat, but we haven't. So we're still okay. Still the 2 defeats, but Swansea have taken 4 points off us. Now it's to Europe to finish the job. We're 2 up from the first leg. Remember, against Sporting Club Portugal. It's back to Turf Moor for the second leg for that one. Join us for that. But for now, take care.